The NBA Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog's hooking up new customers. Play just $5. Get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with promo code NBA SGPN. Yes, sir. We are back with another edition of the NBA Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. No me, no the voice, no guys. Me, really villain rough Terrell Furman Jr. here at your service. All right. Last time I was on the pod, had a cool little day. Missed my lot. I had Spurs, Grizzlies under. That flew over. But I did have the Raptors going up against the Blazers. I said this Blazers team is a scrappy team, but the Raptors are still going to get the win because the Raptors are really good. Raptors got the win, 1-10, plus 170. Nice little cash there. And the Blazers are a scrappy team because what the heck happened? First of all, who's the person that said the Blazers ain't never won on the second leg of a back-to-back? They just did that the other day. And then, what's going on with this Blazers team? They're amazing. We got Lonte here. Lonte was on the show yesterday. He talked about the slate. He talked about the Nets as well, getting another win. They've won 2 in a row. The nerd, Lonte Smith. Lonte.
Yeah, man, pretty good. It was a pretty good slate yesterday without me and Scott handicapped it. Some good quality performances. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the slate today. It doesn't look good, but some good can come out of it.
It looks a little up, down, around, all of that. Yesterday, where's my button? Nope. I don't even know how I got this far without talking about this. Where's my button? Wait, Lonte, is my button is gone? No, it's not. It's right here. Breaking news: Giannis wants out. Well, they've been saying this for a long time, and I haven't believed any of the Giannis Knicks propaganda that has been spewed out there. Haven't believed any of it. Still, to a certain point, don't kind of believe it. But in turn, all of that back and forth, Giannis and his agent been talking about they want to talk about next steps with the Bucks, and then the quote unquote, I want to go to New York. It has to be New York. I don't really believe that 100%, but okay. And then you go to the game, and Giannis goes down with a non-contact injury. And everybody, when you look at it, the way Giannis is about to hit the ground in frustration and then chooses not to because he'll probably break his hand on the floor because that's how hard he wanted to slap the ground. And the pure frustration of everything, it looked like it was an Achilles. Everything said Achilles. It's not an Achilles, it's a calf strain. So 4 to 6 weeks, more than likely, probably 8. But it looks like it's not going to be an Achilles injury. There's a lot of pieces to this story going on here, Lonte. Just overall thoughts on Giannis.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's a lot to unpack. I mean, I don't understand what they're trying to accomplish. They're not good enough to. They started off really good, and maybe that was just early season. Doc Rivers not having the time to kind of ruin it, so to speak. But they were playing well at first, and then I mean, thankfully, it's not an Achilles because that would suck for all parties, especially Giannis. But I mean, yeah, the probably the smart thing to do is to trade him and try to get what you want for him. But then I saw a Windhorse report that they're not opening the market to everybody. He will just pick and choose where he wants to go.
Mm-hmm.
So that already kind of handicaps you in a way where if I'm the opposing team that he wants to go to, I mean, why would I give you the max amount? Because I know you can't go anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're doing themselves a disservice today. Obviously, you want to, work with him because he brought you a championship and, top 50 player and all that stuff. But again, I mean, it works both ways. So I'm intrigued to see what happens. I highly doubt that he gets moved before the summer, to be honest. But I mean, hopefully he does. It adds more stuff for us to talk about.
Lonte, I don't believe in coincidences. And so the day, the day, hours, literally hours after the news comes out that he was talking to the Bucks and looking for a trade, it was some speculation of it being the Knicks. There's also speculation that the Spurs have said we will literally ship the entire house and the farm to pair Giannis and Wemby together. And then, like that day, he goes down with a non-contact injury that's not an Achilles and it's a calf strain. Latte, I don't know how.
I think that's the same injury that KD had before he tore his Achilles, if I'm not mistaken.
I think Giannis has played his last game in a Bucks jersey. With that being said, somehow the Bucks still came back down like, what was it, like 15, 18 points to the Pistons early in that game, came back and won the game. I don't see good things for the Bucks in the future. Probably a fade for the rest of the season. Giannis, I don't know. I'm not gonna say he's not hurt, but like, I don't know. I don't believe in coincidences. And like, I don't know. Maybe it's just a huge coincidence, and he does have this calf strain that's gonna hold. I don't think we see Giannis in a Bucks jersey again. I will say that. I don't think we see him in a Bucks jersey again. I think this is over. But I don't think it's the Knicks either. It's not the Knicks. I don't think it's the Knicks at all. Although Cat would love some place like Milwaukee. Low expectations, not a big market, can just kind of quiet and do his thing over there. Cat would probably love that, actually. All right. Let's get into the actual games that are being played today. First, I want to let everybody know about our merch sale. Get 25% off everything in the merch store if you head over there and use that promo code HOLIDAY. Get you some gear at SGPN merch store, store.sportsgamblingpodcast.com. Go check it out over there. 25% off everything until the end of the week. All you have to do is use that promo code HOLIDAY. All right, let's see here. What we got here first? We have 5 games on the slate. First game up on the docket, 7 p.m. on the East Coast. Let's take it to the East Coast and talk about the Washington Wizards, who are welcoming the Boston Celtics to town. Celtics are laying 9.5. Looks like Scott, when he did this, had an 8.5 up there. But Celtics are now laying 9.5. 238. I'm sorry, excuse me. 230.5 is the total. 230.5 is the total. Injury report. It looks like Jaylen Brown is doubtful. And for the Wizards, Bilal Coulibaly is out. Alexander Sarr is out. Corey Kisser is out. Trey Johnson's out. Lonte, no JB, still laying 9.5 points. Double digits. They got to win by today against the Washington Wizards. No JB. What are you doing?
Yeah, you know what? I wanted to lay the early number with the Celtics, thinking it was a little bit of a reaction to Jaylen being out. I mean, the Wizards, they've been a little bit better. I think they've won. They've alternated wins and losses over the last 4 games. They beat Atlanta and beat Milwaukee, who we just talked about. But I mean, I just don't think this is a good matchup for them, despite Jaylen Brown being out and like he's having a great season so far. I mean, I just don't think it's a good matchup for the Wizards. The Celtics will be able to shoot the ball, get into their offense, knock down a lot of threes. I'm expecting Anthony Simons to be really good in this game because it's a type of game that he kind of thrives in. So I like the Celtics. I mean, it would be a smaller bet now that it's at this number, but at 8, it was probably like a full unit bet. 8.5 was like a full unit bet. But now I'm even seeing some 10s, 10.5. So yeah, it would be Celtics or nothing. But I do love the over though. I think both teams will be able to get up and down and score the ball. So we're looking at 115 each. So yeah, I think Celtics can score 125 here. So
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, the Wizards have had these games. I mean, they've been pretty good covering the larger numbers when you give them a larger number recently. You look back and they had 10.5 against Atlanta. They won that outright. They had the 12.5 against Chicago. We know how Chicago like to get down at times. So they were able to cover that. Actually, if we look here, let's open this up. Last 5 games, they're 3-1 when they've had a spread of 10 or more. So beginning part of the season, they weren't covering them at all. Recently, they started to cover some of those bigger spreads. So they've been in the game more. I'll take the Wizards just for the sake of not taking the Celtics, but like, don't bet. And the Wizards also have played a lot better on the road than at home. So actually, that's another good reason why not to take the Wizards. Yeah, ugly game here. I'm not really interested, especially with no JB. It could be some random like Peyton Pritchard. Like we could talk about a Peyton Pritchard player prop today. Actually, I wonder what his line is at. But like, I'm not really sold there. So yeah. And then how you feeling total?
I like over. If I think it's going to be a high paced game, a lot of possessions. I really do prefer the Celtics team total over because we're probably getting a little bit of a discount with Jalen being out. Like I said, I usually like to play on teams like that. They'll be able to score. I mean, the Wizards haven't shown the ability to stop anybody, regardless of who's on the floor. They don't have a lot of rim protection. The Celtics should be able to spread them out. A big disadvantage whenever they go small and have Jordan Walsh on the floor because he can space the floor a little bit as well. So I think they bomb away from three. They'll get open look after open look. So Celtics team total over, but it would be over if I had to play the total.
Let's see. Peyton Pritchard's at 22.5. I mean, he just had 42 the other day. So I don't think that's going to be too hard for him. Let's see here. Yeah. What's Derek White's number at? Derek White probably. It's like either Derek White or Peyton Pritchard has some like crazy shooting day because they're taking all the attempts and just have an infinite green light, and the Wizards play no defense. Yeah, 21.5. Wow, 21.5 for Derek White. Interesting. I wonder what is this for? 5.5. Oh, might have to look into that a little bit more. All right, let's see here. Anything else here, Lonte?
Nope, my bad. I'm sorry. Yep, nope, not at all.
All right. Let's keep it moving. Next game on the slate. Actually, we'll talk about that in just 1 second. But first, I have to let everybody know that we did partner up with Kalshi, a real money prediction market, legal in all 50 states. All 50 states, you can trade tons of markets in sports, including the NFL, college football, college basketball, NBA, NHL, and more. Plus, you can even trade props like for touchdowns. They have sports. Besides sports, they have a bunch of stuff like politics, entertainment. Hell, you can even talk about the weather. You can trade the weather on Kalshi. You can trade anything. So here's something that you should go lock in and look into with Kalshi, and that's probably go see if you can go get some value here on the Celtics. I just really I'm 50-50, but I like the over. So if you can go over there and you can get a Celtics team total over, I do like that the Celtics are going to be able to score the ball. Now, whether the Washington Wizards decide to actually be a basketball team today or not, who knows? But the Celtics will at least score. Me and Lonte like the team total over. Go check out and trade the team total over for the Celtics over there on Kalshi. New Kalshi customers can get $20 when they use promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi. KALSHI, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Underdog. Make sure that you lock in with Underdog Fantasy. Pick them higher or lower in your favorite fantasy players' stats, and you can go out there and, hey, you can cash 5,000 times your entry. 5,000, 5000x. That much times your entry. All you got to do is head over there, pick higher or lower, and use our brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5. Get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with promo code MBASGPN. That is MBASGPN. All right. What's next on the slate? Still in the 7 o'clock window. Philadelphia welcoming the Golden State Warriors to town. Philly's laying 3.5 here at home. 233.5 is total. Injury report here. And we have for the Golden State Warriors, Lonte, take a second. Kick your feet up. Go get you some popcorn. It's going to be a minute. Jimmy Butler is questionable. Al Horford is questionable. Tracy Jackson Davis is questionable. Jonathan Kuminga is questionable. Quentin Post is questionable. DeAnthony Melton is available. I think that might be the lone bright spot on this entire injury report because Steph Curry is also out. And then for the Philadelphia 76ers, Joel Embiid this morning was doubtful. That is what his injury designation was this morning. However, Joel Embiid saw the Warriors injury report, and guess what? Joel Embiid is now officially listed as questionable for the game today. Paul George has been ruled out. Quentin Grimes is listed as available to play today. And then Kelly Oubre and Trendon Watford are out. Whew. Crazy long injury report. With that being said, Joel Embiid has seen that basically nobody is playing for the Warriors, so he would like to go out there and get that work. Lonte, with that, all that being said, Philly's still laying 3.5 here at home. Warriors been kind of looks like this is the time where Steve Kerr really doesn't know how to coach this team. Really, because he doesn't know who the heck is playing any night.
Yeah, I like Philly here, man. I mean, even with a full slate of Golden State Warriors, like they haven't been good on the road, and now they're dealing with a crazy amount of injuries. The main thing for Philly is as long as Maxey and VJ are playing, I'm pretty good. Drummond can man the interior, so that'll be fine. Like I don't really care about Embiid or Paul George playing or not. I mean, if they do play, it's just kind of a plus. But I think the number 3.5 is a little bit short for what they got going on. Like, you know, they've covered. They haven't covered a lot on the road, and they're like home road splits for Golden State. If you just look at points per game allowed, like some of those basic metrics, they are just drastic from what they do at home. And this is with a healthy Steph Curry and a healthy Jimmy Butler on the floor. So without obviously Steph and then Jimmy is just whatever. Like on a back-to-back, so I'm doubting that he plays. Like I just don't see it with Golden State. I like the Sixers at home to get a big win.
So one thing that I didn't say Draymond Green's name on the injury report, but like if Jimmy doesn't play, Draymond already doesn't like playing without Steph. We've already gone over this. And last game, he spammed out I think he had 0 points, 1 assist at half, and he spammed out Jimmy went down. He spammed out some random 13 points in the second half and blew everybody Draymond unders because he was so unserious. He had like two quick fouls in the game or something like that. Like, I just don't know how effective this Warriors team is going to be. I don't know how effective Steve Kerr is going to be with whoever is out there. I don't even think he knows who's going to be out there. Like, I think he's walking. You can't even game plan. You have no idea who's playing. Yeah. I want to say it's a trap line, guys. I do. Warriors are 4-8 ATS on the road, and that's the only reason I don't think I can say it's a trap line, just because like they haven't been covering on the road. Like, they really haven't. Good point by Lonte, but 4-8 ATS for a team that is 10-12 on the season. So you do the math there. It's really, 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 really tough struggles for them on the road. I think I gotta go Philly, man. Lay 3.5 with them. I just don't know if I can get there on the Warriors. How solid has Philly been defensively recently? Can I trust them for a Warriors team total under? No, probably not. I don't know how much offense the Warriors have today. I really don't. And then we'll see what Joel Embiid looks like. I mean, He could look like Joel Embiid, or he could look like a pumpkin again. But I'm not feeling the best about this game. I'll say 223.5 is total.
Yeah, I don't really got a good feel for the total, to be honest. Because it kind of like, if you look at some of the things whenever Joel Embiid plays, they have to slow down the pace because he's just not healthy enough to run at the speed that VJ and Maxey want to run at. But it's kind of ironic because that's when they're at their best. So I'm probably gonna stay away from the total. I would go under if I had to. I mean, Golden State still plays solid defense, and if the pace is a little bit slower, that means limited possession. So it would be under or nothing for me.
All right. Uh, yeah, man. Yeah, I think under too. I don't know how I feel about Philly all the way defensively, but I just think it's gonna be very ugly basketball. I wouldn't be surprised if this is like 100-97. Don't ask me who has the 100. All right, let's go. Next game up. Oh no! Oh no! No! This is the game. Where's my drop? Whoa, there we go. The Utah Jazz are on the road going to play the Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn Nets are on a second leg of a back-to-back. They are coming off of 2 straight wins. The Utah Jazz are laying 4.5 points. 232.5 is the total. Can't tell you who's going to play for Brooklyn because they just played yesterday. But what I can tell you is that Utah has Nurk, questionable, Kevin Love, Niang, and then we know Walker Kessler all out. Lonte. I think if Scott was here, he would say this is the trap line of the night. Because nobody believes that Brooklyn can win the third game. They don't. They do not believe Brooklyn can win the third game in a row. But Utah is so incredibly bad on the road. I mean, it's sometimes they're really bad at home, but like when they get on the road, they're arguably one of the worst teams in the league. And so I think I think you need to take the Brooklyn Nets to get three wins in a row here. I don't know if Utah's going to be able to keep up with them tonight. They're hot. They have the confidence. They're on fire, and the back-to-back is probably the best thing for them right now. So they can't get unfocused. And then Jordy Fernandez is actually a really good coach. So like, I mean, I think this line is way off. You cannot lay 4.5 points on the road with the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, I mean, I think you laid it out perfect. I love the Nets in the spot. I love them yesterday. Me and Scott both loved them yesterday, and I love them today. I thought they should be probably around like pick at best, maybe Nets, by a point. But I mean, the Jazz have had a few days off, so the travel won't be as bad. But I mean, I like Brooklyn. I like they're playing hard. I mean, they've always played hard. They just don't have a lot of talent. But Jordy's meshing in those rookies, and he's allowing them to kind of grow within the scheme of things and not have them in the G League. So it's paying off. MPJ's been really good. I think he had like 25 and 12 last night or something like that. So he's been really good. I don't think the Jazz will have an answer for him. I also don't think that the Nets will have an answer for Laurie, but still, I think it's an ugly game, but I think it'll be an exciting game. One of those games that's like kind of like you might see a lot of points, like 120 on each side.
It feels like prop heaven. It
Yeah,
feels
so
like you're gonna get a bunch of good scoring on both sides, assists, like the pace will be
yep.
there, up and down. Dog, like I'm actually looking forward to watching the game.
Yeah, somebody
But
said that in the chat. Like they were like, I'm ashamed to say I'm looking forward to Jazz Nets.
yeah, I am looking forward to watch the game. Like I think we're gonna see a lot of highlights, but like, dude, this Jazz team is just so bad on the road.
It's ATS, I think.
Yes, it's horrible. And they're 11-9.
Yeah, the
They're
Nets.
11-9 ATS on the season and 2-6 on the road. All of those wins are coming at home.
Yeah, Nets 6-4 ATS last 10. Back-to-back covers as a dog. Back-to-back wins outright. Like, so I think the Nets are getting some rhythm, especially in this game. Like, I don't think the Jazz should be landing this. This should be a pick 'em. I'll gladly take the 4.5.
I can't believe them. I can't believe I think I'm betting the Nets tonight. All right. Let's see here. Next game up on the docket. Let's go to Toronto. Some people would say this is the game of the day. Oh, wait, 232.5 is total. We both agree on the over in that back game. In the back one, right? What's this? Some people have J Main took a shot with Utah, Brooklyn 2-12 ATS on the second leg of a back-to-back, last 5 straight by double digits. Oh, so Brooklyn's been bad on a back-to-back. Oh, okay, that's what he's saying. Brooklyn's been bad on let me put this on screen. Brooklyn's been bad on the second leg of a back-to-back. Yeah, but guess what? Portland was also horrible on the second leg of back-to-back, and they finally got over the hump and won in resounding fashion. Resounding fashion. Wait, what is it? Never mind. Stop using words you can't know. You don't know. All right. Back to Toronto, LA, being a good game. Toronto's laying 2.5 here. 228.5 is total. Is LeBron James playing tonight? That should be the first question that you ask. Luka is out. Marcus Smart is out. LeBron is playing. RJ Barrett's out. Jakob Poeltl's out. Agbaji is out. So I have to go back. Maybe this has changed in recent years because how dominant is LeBron versus the Raptors again? I feel like this was a thing.
Well,
but
especially
I do remember.
Yeah, they called it LeBron to back when he was.
But like, I feel like I just don't remember if this is like more recent history. So let me make sure this is more recent history. But immediately, what I think of when I see Lakers in Toronto is, oh, LeBron's playing the Raptors. So that's immediately my head goes. But this Raptors team is good. I'm trying to tell people, when you watch the Raptors games, like it doesn't matter who they play, they're playing a tight game at home. They're playing a tight game at home against somebody, and it's like a 1-10 margin, and they're trying to find a way to win the game, and they do. Like, so it's really hard for me to go against the Raptors. It really is. However, it is LeBron. Lonte, what do you like?
Yeah, you know what? I would honestly prefer that LeBron not play and we get a better number. But now that he is playing, I still think the game should be probably around pick. I know Toronto's been playing really well. Both teams have distinct advantages. The Lakers typically struggle with athletic wings who can pretty much do it all. You got Brandon Ingram facing his former team, so he'll be amped up to play them. So he should present a lot of problems because they don't have a ton of perimeter defenders that can lock him down, along with Scotty Barnes kind of just doing what he does at all 3 levels, like rebounding, passing, and scoring. But they have a void in the middle. They don't have any rim protection, which should allow LeBron to get downhill, should allow Austin Rivers to get downhill. DeAndre Ayton should have a monster game as well. So, and they don't have a lot of depth. So, I think they're probably going to end up playing a lot more Colin Murray-Boyles, who is an undersized big man. So Ayton should have a huge advantage in that aspect. Bless you. So I think that the Lakers are mispriced here. I'd like the Lakers to win this game outright, just from a matchup schematic standpoint. So I'm going with the Lakers. I think this should be probably like pick 'em as well.
Okay. Let's see. LeBron 20. Wait, hold on. What was that? LeBron 23. Oh, get up. Wait. Move. Okay. Well, 23 points. Assists. LeBron James last 10 games against the Raptors. I didn't get the win-loss record here. Everything started here, Lonte. All right. I understand what you're saying. I think I'm kind of locked into the way that I want to play Toronto. And I'm going to continue to keep playing Toronto. And it's the fact that they're going to go out there and they're going to probably play you into a tight game. And so I think 1-10 both ways actually is actually is a pretty nice little sprinkle. Like if you like Lakers, take them 1-10. I don't think the Lakers are going to come in here and just blow out the Toronto Raptors at home. So if you like them, take them 1-10. But Toronto's 8-2 at home. Lakers, I mean, I know the Lakers been good, but 8-2 on the road is 8-2 on the road. So like, I'm gonna stick with Toronto. I've been betting Toronto, and I've been feeling good about Toronto. I like the win against Portland the last time on the show. I think that they can roll that into another win and start to pick things up a little bit. Lakers have been very good though. All right. Let's see here. 228.5 is the total, Lonte. Lakers been an over team. Lakers overs have been, what is this, 14-6 on the season. However, most of those have been at home, 4-6 on the road.
Yeah, their defense is a lot better on the road. But like I said, I think they're going to have problems with that front line. Thankfully, RJ Barrett isn't playing if you're a Laker fan, because him and Ingram would give them a lot of problems with the way they're able to score, get to the lane, and get to the foul line as well. So I would go over if I had to. Although I can see a case, or make a case, that the Lakers will be slowed down a little bit with LeBron running the show. I mean, I know they're already slow enough with Luka, but Luka can push the pace a little bit. LeBron is just not, he's unwilling to really run and push the pace, and they're probably better in the half court, especially when they can dump the ball down to Ayton in the post and get some and have some success there. So it would be over or nothing. I don't love it though.
Let me see here. I'm going under. Raptors defense has been good. 1-4 for the Raptors to the total last 5 games. No Luka, slow things down a little bit. Yeah, I'll go with the so I'm on Raptors and under. You're on Lakers and over. Sounds about right. It does. Okay. We got one more game on the slate. Before we get to that, though, gotta make sure I talk to the people about Novig. #1 sports prediction market. You know you're getting the best prices on the market with Novig, available in 35 plus states. Hey, make sure you go check them out. Download the Novig app. Get $50 when you spend $5 when you use our promo code SGPN. Get in on the action with Novig. We've also brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm has crushed the NFL this season, especially on the props. Really, really good at identifying like good points in time where it's just to take the unders, those sharp unders. They say it all the time over there. Sharp unders on Rhythm. Make sure you go check them out. Let's see what Rhythm has cooking up here today. So I open up the Rhythm Labs. Oh, look at that. New version. Always up to date with everything in Rhythm. Let's see here. What does Rhythm like today? Props. Oh, who is this? Here we go. They have a sharp under on Nick Claxton. 1.5 blocks today. Sharp signal detected on Nick Claxton, going under 1.5 blocks. 63% hit rate here for Nick Claxton. Oh, they got a Danny Wolf prop up here too. Make sure you go in there and check out that Danny Wolf prop. Head over there, Rhythm. 25% off. Make sure you use that promo code SGPN25. SGPN25. You get 25% off your first month. Make sure you go over there and check out Rhythm. All right. Last game on the slate. I just talked about this. Minnesota Timberwolves on the road, going to play the New Orleans Pelicans. We just saw this game in the same situation. I said take New Orleans. New Orleans did cover, but in shocking fashion, Zion Williamson didn't play because he's now out
Shocking.
For however long he's out. It's just like,
he probably played his last game as a Pelican. I'm assuming.
Dude, like, what's going on?
Actually, I'll take the
I don't know, man. It was because we got off air and the news came out, and I'm like, it's no way. Like, it's no way. It's no way. Either way, the Pelicans still covered that game. 149, 142. They lost. Now they're playing it again. Ant had some crazy game. Wasn't that overtime game too?
Yeah, I think so.
Ant had some crazy game. You have Jeremiah Fears fighting everybody, every team. Doesn't matter. He wants all smoke. 11 and a half is what Minnesota is laying here. 233 and a half is total. For a deja vu game, I have to say, I have no idea which way to like zag the opposite direction. Because you had a Minnesota team who were completely just like in over their heads for duration of the game. Ant has this Superman game. They go to overtime. They get the win. So, like, it's a win, but does it feel like a win? It kind of feels like a loss. You kind of want to go out there and play better. But then this Pelicans team is like, yo, we were almost there. We could get them. We could get these guys. I have no idea what to do. Oh, horrible setting for a deja vu spot. Just saying. All right, Lonte, I'm going to defer to you.
Yeah, it's the easiest game to handicap on the board to me. Give me the Pelicans. I mean, I think this is a similar. I think this is a similar game to what we talked. Well, me and Scott talked about yesterday with the Portland and Cleveland game. Like Cleveland's, they're not good enough to be laying this type of number right now with players in and out of the lineup. I don't think Minnesota's good enough to be laying this type of number after we've already seen them be, playing down to their level of competition. I mean, New Orleans has covered, I think, like 7 of 10 or 6 of 10. I mean, they're playing really well at home. Like, so, I mean, I think they come out on fire. I think they're live to win this game. So give me the Pelicans. This was really easy to me.
Wow. The amount of confidence in the Pelicans. They have covered 7 of their last 10. Yes. I mean, I liked them in the last game. Kind of throwing me off because that game really I would have loved just like one team went outright cover or the favorite went outright and cover. That middle ground of that game was really weird. I guess, yeah, take the Pelicans and get into points. I mean, Minnesota's just trusting Minnesota on the road, laying that amount of points. It just doesn't sound like I would want to do that against anybody. And unfortunately, it means back-to-back times betting on the Pelicans. But yeah, not the best 5 games on the slate today. It is crazy the one that I'm gonna end up betting. Oh man. All right. What's the total? They had, I mean, 1 million points in the first game. This is the deja vu principle I feel comfortable about. Because after you give up 1 million points in the first game, no way neither one of you y'all don't do it again. The rim gets significantly smaller here. Under 232 and a half total. I will take the under on that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree with the under. A lot more defense should be played here.
Yeah. I think that's the adjustment. That's the one adjustment both teams know they have to make is definitely on the defensive side of the ball. So, and not let Ant go out there and go crazy like he did. Okay. 5 game slate here, Lonte. Lock, dog, underdog. Over to you, Lock. What do you want to do?
Yeah, so for the lock, let's go with the Lakers plus 2.5. I think they're allowed to win that game. I mean, obviously it's a competitive point spread, but I think that LeBron will fare well in Toronto. If you want to look into why he does a lot better in Toronto, I'm pretty sure you can do that as well. But yeah, I think it's a good matchup for them, especially with no Pirtle, one less wing guy, and RJ Barrett. So give me the Lakers plus 2.5. For the dog, give me the New Orleans Pelicans plus. I don't see it. They don't have it up. They don't have the first half.
What you
do you see the first quarter, first half money line?
first half money line or the first quarter money line?
First quarter money line.
First quarter money line. Let's see. Oh shoot, hold on. Fat fingers. All right.
2 to 1.
Pelicans.
2 to
You
1. I
said
see.
Pelicans first quarter money line.
Yeah. I think I see
There we
2 to
go.
1.
Yeah, plus 190.
Yeah,
So
I'll take
it's
that.
probably a 2-1 out there.
Yeah, I see plus 210 at Bet365. But I mean, we'll just go
Okay,
190.
there we
That's
go.
fine.
Plus
Yeah,
210.
190.
Nah, get your plus 210. Plus 210 on the Pelicans first quarter
Yeah, I'll
money
take
line.
it. I think they come out and really assert themselves early on in the game and kind of make Minnesota play from behind. Now, whether they can hold on to that lead, I was kind of skeptical of. That's why I didn't take the plus 425. But I do think they come out early and assert themselves and play really well. So I'll take that. I'll take that 210 for the Pelicans to be winning after one.
All right. Oi. Where do I want to go for the lock? I'm gonna tell you, Brooklyn is gonna be on this card in some shape or fashion. So whether I lock Brooklyn up at plus 4.5 or I make Brooklyn a dog at plus 160, the Brooklyn Nets are making the card. So as I figure out what the other bet is going to be, just know we locking down on the Nets in some way, shape, or form. Because there's no reason this Utah team should be laying 4.5 points on the road against anybody. No way. Okay. What's the other bet that I want to make today? Can't get down on Philly. I do like the under in that game. And I do like the under in Minnesota and New Orleans. What's Draymond's? Do they have a prop from Draymond out right now? If he's gonna right now he's playing. He's not gonna take this game serious. Draymond's points and assists are at 16.5. They don't know who's playing. Okay, I will take Draymond Green under 16.5 points and assists just because I lost a significant parlay on Draymond's under points and assists the other day, and he spammed out that random like 13 points and 3 assists in the second half. Do it again. Do it again. So this is maybe you don't want to take this. This is a spite bet out of me, but do it again. I will take Draymond under 16.5 points and assists. No Steph, potentially no Jimmy. Draymond's not going to take this game seriously. He might even get himself ejected so he doesn't have to play it. Or he might foul out because he's going up against Joel Embiid. So regardless, I'm not expecting much output from Draymond Green today. And for my dog, because I made Draymond a lock, Brooklyn plus 160 is the dog. Sorry, Utah really just should not be like laying these amount of points on the road. It's ridiculous. So I'll take the plus 160 as a dog against and fade the Utah Jazz. 1-7 straight up on the road this season. Underdog, Lonte. What are we doing?
That's a good question. I like Ayton is one of my favorite ones. I just think that you'll be able points and rebounds like his PR higher. I think the lack of rim protection, the undersized of the front line is going to pay dividends for the Lakers on offense. So I like Ayton PR higher.
Oh, my heart. Where's DeAndre Ayton? Higher 25.5 PR. Ouch. That hurts. Let's go into Utah and Brooklyn. What do they have here? Laurie marketing. I don't think anybody stops Laurie.
Yeah,
this 100%. Is a 30. Yeah, this is a Laurie 30-point game.
100% agree with that.
Wouldn't be surprised if this is the Laurie. Oh, how much does Laurie 30 plus in a loss pay? Somebody find it out. Higher 26.5 points for Laurie marketing. And anything else in that game, or we go somewhere else on the board?
I mean, I like MPJ if you want to just run that back again. Me and Scott played points and rebounds yesterday. Or if you want to go somewhere else, I like
He's at 26.5 points.
I like the rebounds added to that. What is that, like 36 and a half, 30, 35 and a half?
Points, rebounds, 33.5.
Yeah, I like that higher. But it's your call though.
No, we can go with it.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I take two best scorers on both sides. Cool. DeAndre Ayton higher, 25.5 points and rebounds. Lauri Markkanen higher, 26.5 points. Michael Porter Jr. higher, 33.5 points and rebounds. Add that in Underdog, shake it up. You're going to get 5.71x. $100 gets you $571 over there at Underdog Fantasy. Make sure you use that promo code NBA SGPN. With that, Lonte, anything else for before we get up out of here?
Nah, man, best of luck to everybody on the small slate. Hopefully we got some winners, man.
Yeah, it looks like there's going to be a lot of people on the Brooklyn Nets today. It was a good amount of people that said they were playing Utah still. So, like, I think there's still people that are fairly confident in laying those amount of points with Utah. But I'm going to cheer for the Nets to get a 3-game win streak here. When's the last time the Nets? I got to go look up the last time the Nets had a 3-game win streak. But hoping they get 3-game win streak here because I'm being on Nets. All right. Plus 675 with MPJ, Lauri Markkanen, and Brooklyn on the money line. Interesting. Yeah, I might have to get down on some type of same game parlay here for that one. All right, he's XX Lonte XX. I'm at really real __ at SGPN NBA, and also NBA Gambling Podcast on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, all of that stuff. And wherever you get your podcast, please, it just takes 2 seconds. Head over there, Apple, Spotify, doesn't matter, and just give us a 5-star rating and review. With that, that is it. Nothing else to say, nothing else to do. No other way of ending the podcast, just ending like this. We